Welcome to the second part of SDG in Action, Shaping Young Global Citizens. In today's episode, I'll be explaining a few of the SDGs and some activities that you can plan around it to send out the message to the little ones on these SDGs. So, here we go. The first SDG is no poverty. Make sure that no one in the world lives without the basic necessities, which are food, clothes, and shelter. In order to make children understand this, we need to first make them feel thankful and grateful for what they have in their lives. Also, we can teach them core values of not wasting food, of appreciating the things they have in their lives. An activity that I would suggest is the sharing basket. In this activity, we can tell children to create a small basket like a donation box where they get in stuff, put it there, and use that basket to donate it to somebody who is in need. In that way, we can instill the core value of charity, and we can allow them to think and work positively towards the fellow human beings. Storytelling is a very potent tool in sending across a message. For this SDG goal of no poverty, we can narrate a beautiful short story to the little ones. Let me give you a small example. She is Kyra, and in her village, there are not many people who has food to eat. So Kyra decides that she will grow vegetables in her kitchen garden for everyone. Once the vegetables grew, Kyra put them in a basket and shared it with all those who needed. In this way, everybody in the village had something fresh on their plate every day. Thank you, Kyra. Let's move on to the second SDG goal, which is zero hunger. This means that everybody should have something to eat, and that should be healthy. In order to share this message with children, we can do an activity where we teach them about healthy food habits, the value of food, the need of not wasting food, and to choose good food over junk. Recently, we see that we are getting used to fast food and a lot of junk, and that is very detrimental for our health. So children need to be taught to eat healthy right from the start. The activity that I would suggest for this goal is to make a food plate collage where children get cutouts of different fresh and good food that they need to eat every day. Third goal is good health and well-being. This implies everybody should have good physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And for this, we need to ensure that our children learn about healthy habits. They learn about emotional well-being, about emotional self-regulation, and how they can be more empathetic and compassionate towards one another. One activity that I would suggest is healthy habits circle time. Here, we can discuss good habits like brushing our teeth, basic personal hygiene that the children need to maintain. We can also talk about emotional self-regulation, about mindfulness, about healthy eating habits, and so forth. One story I would suggest is the Clean Hand Club. After a nasty flu in school, Nina thought of forming a health club, and she encouraged all her friends to wash their hands properly. They also made posters about washing hands and showed them to the younger ones. This is how good health became a mission for the entire school. SDG 4 is quality education. It means that everybody should have access to good quality education, and it should be inclusive. Children need to be thankful about the facilities that they have in their lives, they should realize the importance of getting a good education from early childhood years. I would suggest that an activity can be done where children make thank you cards for the teachers and hand them over for the lovely work the teachers are doing for them. Also, a story that I would like to suggest is the tree school. Kyra lives in a village where there is no school, and teacher Kyra thought that she would make a school under a tree. What she did was she invited all the children who had no access to a school to that banyan tree, and they started the small classes with their slates, with their chalk pencil, and they learned, and everywhere learning bloomed. Thank you, Kyra. SDG Goal 5 is gender equality. This goes without saying that the boys and the girls needed to be treated without bias. The environment should be democratic. Everybody should have access to good education. There should be no biases whatsoever based on gender. A story that I would like to narrate here is Nina's. Nina was not welcome to the playground and she was not supposed to play cricket. So Nina took it as a challenge. She started practicing and she was doing well. One day, she showed them her skill by hitting a 6. And from that day, the playground welcomed everyone, irrespective of their gender. Gender equality is a message that we need to spread everywhere. I have my previous videos on the same, the blue and pink, breaking the ceiling. You may have a watch. And also, gender equality needs to be practiced everywhere, every day, every moment, and it should be a part of our lives.
Watch my next episode where I will be explaining SDGs 6 to 11 with relevant examples for the little ones. See you there next week.